should I start? Let's start with the email, shall we? IAmB.Renee. Today, we are announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program. While our goal remains to keep the YPP open to as many channels as possible, we recognize we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem. Basically, y'all need some money, and y'all trying to cut budget. What's changing? Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, IAmB.Renee, is no longer eligible for monetization because it does not meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as a 30-day notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. One of your YouTube's core values is to provide anyone the opportunity to earn more money from a thriving channel. Creators who haven't yet reached this new threshold can continue to benefit from our Creator Academy, our help center, and all resources on the Creator site to grow their channels. Once your channel reaches the new threshold, it will be reviewed to make sure it adheres to our policies and guidelines, and if so, monetization will be enabled. So you basically can still be a YouTube partner, but you cannot get any money off your. Bottom line is, this is completely effed up. So you can still be a YouTube partner, but you can't get paid for your videos any longer unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. So I feel like ever since, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. It's almost like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And lucky for me, I don't make my money off of YouTube. It's also frustrating. I mean, I have a full-time job, which is why I don't upload daily or every other day. I've tried to do it weekly now because, again, I'm at work, and then Xavier has his stuff he has going on. But I just feel like if I were to have been trying to be a person whose income was dependent upon YouTube, I feel like that would be a complete blow to it would just completely blow. What, and I feel like I had planned on doing this video when I got the email because I was so irritated. And I feel like people forget, especially companies forget, that even though you're a small YouTuber, you still have to put in money for certain things. You have to pay for editing software. You have to pay for camera software. You have to pay for equipment for your camera. You have to pay for a camera. I mean, you could get a pretty good camera for not a hefty price, but let's be honest. It is definitely quality over quantity. Like, if you have really clear videos, people are going to watch those versus ones that are kind of dark or blurry. I just feel like it's annoying. I'm going to still record my videos because I feel like there is an audience somewhere. I have an audience. Clearly, it may not be 1,000 people, but it's almost halfway there. And again, I never really started out to do this to make money, because I did it for almost 2 years without knowing you could even make money doing videos, honestly. And then I started seeing videos about, well, how much do you make doing YouTube? And people were kind of like, oh, I don't get paid at YouTube. And then the truth started coming out, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then I got eligible for monetization because I did have videos who had over 1,000 views on them, even though I didn't have 1,000 subscribers. And at the time I was uploading all the time because I wasn't working. I was out pregnant with Xavier. So, you know, but I just feel it's crazy because I have videos, one that I was doing during my pregnancy blog, that has over 30,000 views on it. Granted, it's probably because people think it's something that it's not. It's not clickbait, but it really was like, it was a part of my pregnancy. I got a boy on my butt, basically. And there are people who are obsessed with like pimple popping videos. I didn't show any of this in my vlog, but I just told about the process, and people, it's been viewed like 30,000 or more times. And I got paid for the view. Like, I got paid based off the ads that ran for that video and the views. And I just feel like, so, and it doesn't even matter how long ago you made your video. If people are still watching it, you're still getting, those are still views that are clicking. And it's just kind of like, you know, if I have 30,000 views and I've run ads, because I didn't start monetization of that video until a year in and only had 1,000 views. So basically 29,000 views means that I ran 29,000 ads for that particular video. And now you're telling me that in X amount of days, X amount of weeks, I'm not eligible to get that income anymore, which sucks. So it sucks because it was like money that you had that you really didn't have to do. I mean, you had to do a lot for it, because let me just tell you, editing is exhausting. But the finished product is worth it in some cases. In some cases, you're looking at your video like, bro, let me just put it up here because I cannot sit through another 6 hours of editing. This is what it's gonna be. But I do feel like YouTube is trying to make it harder for you to build your brand. I feel like they have a set amount of YouTubers that they want to see win, and then they have some that they're just kind of like, oh, they're just doing this for a pastime, which may be true. But what if their pastime becomes what they want to do? A lot of big YouTubers have done why I started YouTube videos, where they weren't trying to be YouTubers. They were either going through traumatic events, had a lot of free time on their hands or something, or they just needed somebody to talk to, if you will. So they started putting videos out, and then they started adding to their videos, such as, I'm gonna make this a makeup video, or I'm gonna do a haul, or I'm gonna do something. And then based on that, they snowballed into who they are now. Some of them who are big beauty gurus didn't know how to do makeup. Like, I've seen some of their videos when they first started. Listen, quality was terrible, hair game was terrible, makeup was terrible. But now it's like that video never existed, because this is who they are now. All I can say is that if you feel defeated and discouraged, you shouldn't. If anything, it should make you more willing to show YouTube that you are here to stay, that this is what you want to do. And even if your goal is not to be a big YouTuber, that you're still going to put videos out regardless if you get paid for them or not. Because let's be frank, if I didn't have some of those views on some of the videos, or did a series of videos, I probably wouldn't have gotten paid what I got paid either. And that's just calling a spade a spade. So don't get discouraged. I feel like this should be a time when maybe you should brainstorm. And I think I'm going to take some of my own advice, brainstorm the type of videos you want to do. If you want to be a vlog channel, do that. If you want to be a beauty channel, focus on that. If you want to be a person who does hauls or reviews, do that. I would kind of go back through some of your videos, see what people have liked to watch, and then kind of maneuver around that. Like if you see, oh, I got 100 people watching me do a haul, but I got 200 people watching my vlogs, maybe 100 more people prefer your vlogs. But don't discredit your 100 people who watch your you know, your hauls. I think, like, I used to have a lot of views on my videos. Some of them were in the hundreds, some of them are in the teens, some of them in the 20s. I am a smaller YouTuber, but at the same time, I do it to put out content. I do it to show that no matter who you are, where you are, what you have going on, if this is what you're gonna want to do, you can do it. But always make sure you have a fallback plan, because things like this could happen. Like, some people were famous Viners. Look at Vine. I mean, I think that YouTube slowly might be ending. Like anything, it's probably one of the longest hyped medium forums that's been going on. I mean, there was Vine, there was MySpace, everything was huge for a long time, and then it kind of went away. And I think when people start making changes to their platform like this, they're weeding out smaller revenue first, and then there's going to be changes made toward bigger revenue. It's like budget cuts. It's almost like, well, they're soaking up a lot of our budget, but we're not getting a whole lot back for them, so let's cut them off. And then you're going to go into your bigger YouTubes. Well, now you got to put out this amount of videos to get paid this amount, or you have to have this many hits within a certain hour to get paid this amount. I'm sure that's not far from the truth for it to happen. So don't think your bigger YouTubers are not getting some type of message either. I haven't really seen too many of them comment about it. I've seen them get upset about the I think a while ago I started getting messages saying that some of my videos were not appropriate for a certain group, I guess. Like, I think it was a hair review, and it was like, this content is not for family, it's not family content or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like it sucks. YouTube is making it hard for smaller YouTubers, and you know, shit happens. So I think if you are looking to start a YouTube channel, go for it. Don't let. So my camera had cut off earlier, and then while I was charging my battery, I went to go try to cut this lace on this wig, but it's not done yet. I still got lace all over the place. But I just wanted to actually close out my video and just say, at the end of the day, CYA, and be steadfast and do what you feels right for you. Just stay focused. I'm gonna try to stay focused. I'm gonna work harder to do what I need to do for not me, but also the people who've stuck with me since 2011. I think I started my channel in 2009. I really didn't start putting out content until about 2011. So that's almost, that's like 7 years of people sticking with me. So don't get discouraged, y'all. This too shall pass. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.